Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik ala afdalil mustafain Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man ta'abbada ila yawmiddin. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. Amma ba'd. Tafsir course we are taking from ayah 16. Ayah 16 to 19. 4 ayats is still wa'id and wa'ul wa'id, types of promises of Allah, more threats and ibra. Allah is giving exemplary punishments of the ummah before us. He's trying to let us know that if we believe, this is what is there. You that have failed to believe, be very careful. In fact, remember those who did this, see what I did to them. From 16 to 19, but we are taking 16 now, and we hope to just take 16 and 17, just 2 ayats. As we said, our tafsir we want to grow gradually. 16. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. أأمنتم من في السماء أن يخسف بكم الأرض فإذا هي تمور أم أمنتم من في السماء أن يرسل عليكم حاصبا فستعلمون كيف نذير. أأمنتم من في السماء. Have you become fearless from the one who is in the heaven? Have you become fearless from the one who is in the heaven? Do you feel secure? أأمنتم. Let's go directly first. Do you feel secure? Are you secure from the one who is in the heaven, from the qudra of Allah above you? That's why it refers to man fi sama. Some of the scholars mention that Allah used man fi sama because their belief is Allah is in the heaven. So Allah is addressing them based on their understanding. Yeah, some of the scholars of Tafsir said it refers to the qudra that comes from the above. The Qudra, the Sultan, the dominion, the authority, the power of Allah from the above. Are you now secure? Do you feel secure from the punishment, from the authority of Allah above? And yakhsifa bikumul arad. If Allah decide that the earth should swallow you, it should shake you. Faiza hiya tamur. Why it shakes, it moves underneath you, turn you and sink you. Do you feel secure that if Allah should decide that He let the earth swallow you, it turn and sink you in? Or that's what we are saying, do you now become fearless? Because do you feel secure? What makes you secure against Him? Because you are now fearless. Are you now fearless that Allah, who is above you, and Yakhsifa cannot replace the earth? Faiza hiya tamur. Why it sinks you, why it swallows you, why it shakes, it goes underneath, raises you, and consumes you. Look at this threat. It means our disbelief. It can cause Allah to do this to us. And those it has been happening to, it's part of it. The same punishment Allah will send down, the same calamity, the earthquake or whatever Allah will send down, it serves as a rahmah for the believer and an azab for the disbelievers from the same problem. That's the ruling. That's the principle. The same challenge, the same disease that Allah will send down will serve as a rahmah for the believer and to serve as azab for the the unbeliever. So that earthquake happening is serving as punishment for the mushrikun, for the kuffar, and at the same time as rahmah, it means for the believers to be admitted into paradise. The coronavirus, the COVID-19, that's the coronavirus and other diseases, similar or worse, happening. It's going to serve as rahmah for the believers, because of the way they treat it, because of the way they accept it, how patient they are, going by the rulings prescribed. If ta'un shall affect you, and it's going to be azab, punishment for those who will, who complain, who blame Allah and the likes. So that same thing that will happen, do you now feel secure that Allah cannot do that when He has been doing it? You think He cannot do it now, or it cannot befall on you? Am amintum, or do you feel secure? In fact, still on this amintum, if Allah decides to hold us accountable for what we do now, there is nothing that can stop him. Because for ajaluhum, when the time comes, nothing can delay it. But what does he used to do? Walakin yuakhiruhum ila ajalin musamma. Allah has decided to give us a particular time because he wants to give us the time to turn. He gives us more time to turn, more time to repent and return to him. But we always fail to do that. But Allah can decide to hold. He used to hold those, the Ummah before us. But he decided to give us that opportunity to repent, the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Amintu. Allah followed that with another promise now. Because this first one is just like if Allah is promising you, I can hold you, I can cause earthquake, it will turn you, it will swallow you, sink away. Okay, that's not enough. Let me give you another one. Amintum, or do you feel secure? You have become fearless. Manfi Samai, from that same power, Kudro, and the dominion of Allah above you. And Yursela alaykum hasiba, that he sent alaykum hasiban. A rih, hasiban is translated as a wind together with stone. A wind hurling pebbles together. Wind, that what it is dropping on you, what is blowing over you, is going to be pebbles. And yursila alaykum hasiba. Fasata'alamuna kayfa nazir. By then you are going to know, you are going to understand the nature of my warning. That my warning is a caution. That the warnings keep coming down, not because I don't know what to do. I want to give you time, opportunity to return. Allah said, you are going to know my warning about my punishment, and now will hack that it is true. You are going to know then that all those warnings, all what I keep telling you, are going to see the nature, how I'm going to take hold of you. I'm into, or do you feel secure? Or do you feel relaxed? Do you become fearless? Are you at rest? Nothing can happen, no shaking. You think that's enough? So that's your fearless now. That makes you to believe that Allah cannot send down punishment on you. And this punishment, Allah specifically choose hasiban, wind, but what it is dropping on you, what it is blowing on you is going to be pebbles. By then, it is practical. You are seeing it now. Fasata'alamun, you will definitely understand. You are definitely going to see the consequence of my warning, the effect and problem, the challenge of disbelieving in me. When I'm telling you, I've been telling you not to do this, the day I will hold you, that's a threat. That's what Allah is practically telling us here. But we are asleep. We don't pay attention to it. Then he said in 18, Allah said, وَلَقَدْ كَذَّبَ الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ فَكَيْفَ كَانَ نَكِيرٌ. Indeed, those who were before them, those I am threatening, those before them, وَلَقَدْ كَذَّبَ, they indeed disbelieve in Allah, فَكَيْفَ كَانَ نَكِيرٌ. And then see how terrible was my denial when my punishment came to them. See how terrible my response came. They disbelieve in Allah, they deny Allah, but when Allah came with their ihlak, when Allah destroyed them, like the Ad, like the Samud, the kuffar of those before us, look at the people of Pharaoh, look at how Allah handled them. And we are going to bring just brief little of how Allah handled some of those people. The ones Allah sent it to fan. If it is not enough for you, Allah is now drawing our attention that if you are fearless, if you are secured, you think nothing is going to happen. Allah is not going to send that wind upon you. Allah is not going to cause the earth to swallow you. It's because you've not had the story of those before you. We have the Ad, we have the Samud, we have the people of Pharaoh, see the Namrud, look at others. Look at how he destroyed them. So it's important he gives us the stories. When I'm telling you, you don't know how capable I am in dealing with you. Look at your predecessors. Those in primary 3, look at what I did to them. Those in primary 4, I am trying. That's why we say it is a rebel. It is exemplary punishment Allah has given. He's letting us know. And many a times when Allah is telling us the story of those before us, we will be busy telling people, those people actually before they really did this, they were actually this. It's just like a teacher telling you that I taught students, I took them through extramural, they were not attentive, they did not pay attention, they failed their exam, the WAEC, and you are busy saying, those children, they failed. The essence of telling you is to listen so that you don't fail also. But you just see it as I'm just telling you story of how they failed, how bad they are. But you refuse, or you are following their footsteps. The essence of these stories, of this example, is to tell you, take your precautions, do not fall victim. But many times when we hear the story of the non-Muslims, when we are being told, when we read them, or when we read, it will be the Kufa, the Yahud, the Nasr, these people, this. Look at what they did. But you are following the same footsteps, treading the same path, even becoming worse than them in character sometimes. So it's not just them, it's every one of us. If you live like them, because Matashaba becoming, whoever live and tries to resemble a group of people, for who is going to be judged like them, he's seen as one of them. So the essence of Allah telling us, that those before them, those before us, they disbelieve, and see how I took hold of them when my punishment came, is for you to know that if you make the same mistake, you don't take correction as it's needed. If you follow the same pathway, the same methodology, the same way, you are going to arrive at the same answer. So you cannot keep following the same method and expect different results. So if you follow their paths, you are going to arrive at the same destination. May Allah save us from that. Until we meet again, wa akhiru dawana, and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.